D2DNY, Real World HVAC Simplified. And in this video I'm going to show you the things you shouldn't do when it comes to installing sleeve bearings. So when it comes to sleeve bearings, the things you shouldn't do, right? And if you do it, or if you do them, or if you do these things, what will be the result of it? So here we have a sleeve bearing. This is the AC unit. The covers are off. This is a cold flow unit. It's cold flow. Okay. So here we have a typical sleeve bearing setup. And this is the blower. This is the blower fan. This is basically the fan that blows air into the space. It moves air over the coil. This is the evaporator coil or the cooling coil. You want to call it that if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you don't know much about air conditioning. So that's a cooling coil. This fan spins in this direction, this rotation. You can see, if you look at the way the fins are slated, they are slated in a certain way with a certain scoop angle. So it spins with the scoop. So it spins this way. All right, and it sucks air in here and sucking the air in through here. The hair moves over the coil whenever the panel is on. So if we turn, here's the motor, and this right here is your pulley setup. And if you're curious, down here is your compressor, and here's your condenser. This is a water cooled unit, by the way. It's not cooled by air. It's cooled by water. Water removed a method of rejecting heat is water. Okay, the condenser is in here. It's all wrapped up. It's insulated. You can see that right there. I don't want to rip it all out. You know what I'm saying? So it's in there. You can see that, right? Here's metal and copper. All right, and then here are your compressors. They are wrapped up, but they're here. Okay. Oh, here it is. Let's be quiet so they wrapped up. This is a water cooled unit. Anyways, so there's no condensing fan. So this is your evap fan, and this is belt driven. I don't know where the belts. I don't see the belt anywhere. Where the hell is the belt? I know it's not. There's a belt on here. Okay. Oh, this one is it? Is this it? I don't know if this one fits it. No, that's not it. All right, there's no way. All right. Nonetheless, forget about the belt for now. It's irrelevant what I want to show. What I want to show is the problem when you install. So this side, the bearing this is perfect. This is good. All right. So it's locked in good. Sits on a nice level spot on the shaft. Nice and level. No issues. It's locked in. You can see that. All right. So usually when if you loosen the locking key right here, you have to twist it. There's a twist factor. You twist it, and this locking piece comes apart from the bearing. Now, when you don't do it right, this is what happens. So I already have the flywheel loosened up. Allen key right here. With this. Okay. All right. So let's get it, wriggle it off. Alright, so wiggle it will come right off. Usually you can use a pulley puller for this, but I just work it. Here it is. Flywheel is off. Okay, so look at the problem with this one. All right, you can see the locking mechanism. It's going down into the groove. You see this groove right here? All right, so then it won't be able to lock properly, and this is what happens as a result of that. So you got to be careful when you're doing this. See the bearing is sticking out. Look at that. Let me spin it for you so you can see what's going on here. All right. See what's going on with that? That's just wobbling in there. It wasn't sitting. It wasn't. This wasn't twisted, or maybe it was. Maybe it was twisted and locked into the bearings properly, but because the locking screw is going into this groove, that created the problem. There's no way it could be sitting tight and secure without moving. I'm going back on the other side for demonstration purposes. Okay, you can see this. It's locked in nice, sits flush, and it spins true and beautiful. Okay, see that? Okay, spins true and beautiful. All right, now over here, this one. Look how wobbly that is, even to the point where the bearing is cracked, the rubber is cracked. Yeah, that's bad. That's that. You know, I mean, it's a catastrophe waiting to happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and let me see if this thing is loose enough, so I can take it apart with this. Let me just give it a shot. Which way? This was not it. There it is. Okay, so this size. Okay, so no, that's not the one. This is not. Oh, you got to get the right one, the right Allen key. These are Allen keys. You got to get the right size, because if you don't, you could potentially rip the threads. Okay. I'm holding the camera while I'm doing this, so bear with me. All right, so here we go. That's the one right there, you see? And this was not even tight because it was so loose. Look at that. I didn't even do anything. It was literally this loose. That's the problem. There's no way this could be locked in because it's not it's in the groove, so it can't be locked. So let me remove this and see if there's any damage. Try and see if we can get this to move. Maybe the other one is locked. Let's see. Sometimes this one is a dummy. Let's just see if it is a dummy or not. That's a dummy. Is it? It seems like it is because I can't get up in here. There's nothing up in here. Alright, anyways, but I'm gonna need to do this on a separate video. Once it's off, I'll do another video because I'm gonna need both hands. I got one hand holding the camera. This ain't gonna work out just one hand, but move. It ain't moving at all. I'm trying to get it to free up, but it ain't. Need some WD-40 or something like that. You know, it's really tight. All right. On the other side right here, sometimes this one. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. See it better. It looks like there's a lock key here in here as well. Oh no, it's just a dummy. It's a dummy port. There's nothing in there. So it's just that, yeah, that's a dummy port. There's nothing there. It's a dummy port. So it's just that this is just tight, you know. Let me see if I could bang on it for a little bit. Okay. This is not the right tools, by the way, but I can still, you know, I'm not going too crazy. Just want to, oh, there it is. It moved. Yeah, it moved. Let's see now. It moved. Let's see. Wait. So yeah, this is what you shouldn't do. And then your customers will be pissed, especially if they get a second opinion. They get someone like me to come in and see this, and this is after you, and you did this job. Customer would call me in, a guy like me in. Oh man, they're coming after you, baby. So just be careful of what you're doing here with this. Okay, so it's still a bit tight. It moved a little bit. You saw it. See that? See, it's moving. You know what? Perhaps I can use a channel lock. Channel lock and this thing right here. Let's just see if I can get this. Okay. So a little bit smaller. Now I'm doing this with one hand, folks. Just bear with me. I'm doing all this with one hand, so it's a little bit difficult. Okay, so watch this now. It's working. I'm trying to. See that? Huh? Look at that. All right, let's examine what's going on over here now. All right, so now that this is off, let's examine what went wrong. Okay, so I was able to do this in one video anyways. All right, so look at this now. So good thing is that the shaft wasn't damaged, so we just got to replace this one bearing and we're good to go. All right, this shaft is intact, as you can see that it's intact, but here's the problem. I mean, this thing needs to be locked into this key right here needs to be locked into, you know, a smooth level part of the shaft. The section and the part of the shaft where it has to be locked into has to be smooth. You know, it can't be. It was over here. It was in this groove. This is the keyway for the flywheel. Okay, this thing sits here, and it goes into that groove so that the flywheel locks over the shaft and it doesn't slip. You know what I mean? So this is the keyway. There is a key, and you know it's a key. It's a groove inside of the flywheel, and same groove inside of the shaft, and this thing interlocks them together, so there's no slippage. So you got to be careful of that. I said it could have been worse. The shaft could have been damaged. We'd have to replace the entire shaft. So yeah, so now how we got to do? The shaft is fine. Let's just see if I can. You know what? Let me put the bearing. Let's see if we get this thing back in there. And I'll demonstrate if I can. Alright, so boom, see that? So it's supposed to go in like this. Pay attention, let me zoom in. Okay, boom, zoom in. Alright, let me get my hands in there. So first of all, what was done wrong here is that this keyway, not keyway, locking key was locked in the groove, so it was never locked to begin with. All right, and then you can see that was well in here. You know, see that thing goes all the way there. It was in there. So, word of advice: make sure if you this is a situation where you have not enough shaft, where the keyway comes in your way, comes in your path, just rotate it and lock it in a surface like that, where it's clean, you know, clear path. Now, when you put this on, you should. It doesn't just go like that, and you lock it in, right there. That's not the way. You have to twist it. There's a twist factor here. Now it's locked in. You see that? See? So let me unlock it so you can see what happened there. It's locked in. I can't even pull it off. I'm trying to pull. So it ain't coming. No, watch this now. So I'm gonna twist it backwards this way. Alright, so now it's unlocked. Comes off. So most people, they slide it on like that and they lock it. They screw the locking key down. Lock that down. That's alright, but it's not locked. This thing is not locked onto here. You gotta do a twist. There's a twist factor. Slide it on. And for years I was doing this wrong until I found out I was doing it wrong. Slide it on. Didn't just find out right now in this video, but yeah. Slide it on right here. Slide it on, and then you twist. Locked in. Okay. unlocked, locked, you could twist. Let me see here. So that way, perhaps I was twisting it the wrong way. Counterclockwise, clockwise, I think it doesn't matter. But that seems to be on. Let me go the other way. See? Go this way. And see if it can go, either way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so either way you twist it, it will lock. It will lock. Alright, so I twist it this way, counterclockwise, it locked. I twist it clockwise, it locked. But in the middle, it's not locked. See? Right there is not locked. So you push it on all the way, twist it forward. So things, but you get the idea. All right, so that's the mistake you will make as a do-it-yourselfer or a beginner. You know, you can avoid that. You know what I mean? I have dealt with this problem for quite some time. Didn't know what I was doing when I just started off, until maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, I figured it out that I was doing something wrong. Because these things will always come out, and after 2 years or so, or maybe a year, 6 months, this thing will always come out. Now, let's see if I could use this channel lock here to get this bearing out. And the same, oh yeah, look at that. So it is loose around the shaft. I don't want to, the trick is when you're doing this, you got to be careful, because any dings and dangs in the shaft will make the new bearing harder to slide on. So you got to keep it nice and true and smooth. You know, you don't want any blemishes on your shaft. So let's just see the channel. I'm trying to take my time. It's twisting, but yeah. So it's gonna require. This is definitely gonna require 2 hands. I won't be able to do this with 1 hand. I'll be lucky. It's gonna require 2 hands. Let me see if I can put the camera down here. What's going on? So, are you still seeing what's going on? Yes, it is in focus. Let's see. I think that's good. Somewhat. Anyways, let me look. Let's get it out of here. Need some more tools here. Screwdriver would do. Screwdriver would be nice. It's almost out. It's coming out. Channel lock. So it looks like I'm going to need some sandpaper and some WD-40 to remove this. It's not as easy. The thing is spinning and the bearing is spinning on the shaft, but you know, just a little tight. Let me give it another shot. Right? Let's give it another shot. Second time is the charm. Second time is the charm. Second time is the charm. And some sandpaper, some WD-40. Yeah, it's still a bit tight. I'm gonna need some sandpaper, some WD-40. But yeah, it was coming out. You see that it was coming, but it's a little bit tight. Sandpaper, WD-40, clean this up, and it will slide right off. You know, hopefully, see I dinged the shaft a little bit right here. Oh no, that's not me. That was the locking key for the flywheel. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just when you put the bearing in, make sure it's nice and locked. See, this one is good. I mean, it looks like it's good. It is very much possible that. Let me just give it a shot. Let's see. Let's see if this is locked in properly. All right. Loosen that up. If I could just pull it right out. This one looks like it's locked in proper. So, you gotta worry about this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna close this video off right now. Like this video, subscribe if you hadn't subscribed already. I upload videos like this on a weekly basis.